California is a land of beauty and contrast, known for its stunning coastlines, towering mountains, and vibrant cities. But in recent years, a darker side has emerged, the ever-present threat of wildfires. These infernos, fueled by dry conditions and rising temperatures, have become a regular occurrence. The Eaton Fire of 2025 serves as a stark reminder of this growing danger. Wildfires are not new to California, but their frequency and intensity have increased dramatically. This alarming trend is driven by climate change, forest management practices, and human activity. Understanding these fires is crucial for protecting communities and ensuring safety. The Eaton Fire serves as a wake-up call, reminding us to remain vigilant and prepared. The Eaton Fire, which erupted on January 7, 2025, near Eaton Canyon in Altadena, California, quickly became a cause for concern. The fire's ignition point, nestled in the foothills of the San Gabriel Mountains, placed it in a prime location for rapid spread. The terrain, characterized by steep slopes and dense chaparral, provided ample fuel for the flames. At 6:23 p.m. as the sun began to set, casting long shadows across the landscape, the first reports of smoke and flames reached emergency dispatchers. Driven by strong Santa Ana winds, infamous for their role in fanning wildfires, the Eaton Fire quickly gained momentum, its flames devouring dry brush and trees with alarming speed. Within hours, the fire had consumed over 200 acres, its glow visible for miles around. Firefighters faced significant challenges in their battle to contain the blaze. The steep terrain made access difficult, while the strong winds pushed the fire erratically, making it difficult to predict its path. Despite their best efforts, the flames continued to spread, threatening homes and prompting mandatory evacuations. The cause of the Eaton Fire remains under investigation, but its rapid spread serves as a stark reminder of the volatile nature of wildfires in California, particularly during periods of high winds and dry conditions. The Eaton Fire was not an isolated incident. On January 7, 2025, as firefighters battled the blaze in Altadena, another fire ignited in Southern California, the Palisades Fire. This stretched resources thin and highlighted the growing wildfire threat. The Palisades Fire, fueled by dry conditions and strong winds, exploded in size. By late afternoon, it had scorched over 2,900 acres, threatening homes and forcing the evacuation of over 30,000 residents. The proximity of the fires created a logistical nightmare for firefighters. Resources were stretched thin, forcing difficult decisions about allocation. The situation underscored the need for increased firefighting capacity and interagency cooperation. The simultaneous fires served as a stark reminder that wildfires do not adhere to boundaries or schedules. They can erupt at any time in multiple locations and spread with astonishing speed. This reality underscores the need for constant vigilance, comprehensive preparedness, and a coordinated response from all levels of government and the public alike. The impact of wildfires extends far beyond the immediate devastation of flames and smoke. Wildfires leave lasting scars on the land, disrupting ecosystems, damaging watersheds, and releasing harmful pollutants into the air. The ecological consequences of these fires can be felt for years, even decades, after the flames have been extinguished. One of the most significant impacts of wildfires is their effect on vegetation. Wildfires can consume vast swaths of forest, grassland, and chaparral, killing trees, shrubs, and grasses that provide habitat for wildlife, stabilize slopes, and regulate water cycles. The loss of vegetation can lead to increased erosion, landslides, and sedimentation in streams and rivers, harming aquatic life and degrading water quality. Wildfires also release massive amounts of smoke and particulate matter into the atmosphere, polluting the air we breathe and posing significant health risks, especially for children, the elderly, and those with respiratory problems. These pollutants can travel long distances, affecting air quality in areas far removed from the fire zone. The economic costs of wildfires are staggering. In addition to the direct costs of firefighting and property damage, wildfires can disrupt tourism, agriculture, and other industries, impacting livelihoods and regional economies. The long-term costs of rebuilding, restoring ecosystems, and addressing health problems can strain government budgets and impact communities for years to come. A warming world fans the flames. Wildfires in California are becoming more frequent and intense, driven by climate change. Rising temperatures and prolonged droughts create ideal conditions for wildfires. Dry vegetation turns forests and grasslands into tinderboxes. Fires ignite more easily, burn hotter, and spread rapidly. Stronger Santa Ana winds fan wildfires, pushing flames at alarming speeds. As the earth warms, expect more frequent and destructive wildfires worldwide. Transitioning to clean energy and sustainable practices is essential to mitigate wildfires. Battling the blaze, firefighters on the line. When a wildfire erupts, firefighters are on the front lines, risking their lives to protect communities and contain the blaze. These brave men and women work tirelessly in dangerous and unpredictable conditions, facing intense heat, thick smoke, and the constant threat of shifting winds or falling debris. Firefighting has become increasingly challenging in recent years as wildfires have grown larger, more intense, and more destructive. Firefighters are now confronting megafires that burn for weeks or even months, consuming millions of acres and challenging traditional firefighting tactics. The Eaton and Palisades fires, though smaller in scale than some of California's recent megafires, still presented significant challenges for firefighters. The steep terrain, dense vegetation, and strong winds made it difficult to access the fire lines and control the spread of the flames. Despite these challenges, firefighters continue to answer the call of duty, demonstrating incredible courage, skill, and dedication in the face of danger. They rely on a combination of ground crews, air tankers, and sophisticated equipment to combat wildfires, working day and night to protect lives, homes, and natural resources. When danger calls, evacuation and preparedness. When a wildfire threatens a community, evacuation orders may be issued to ensure the safety of residents. Evacuations can be disruptive and stressful, but they are crucial for saving lives and minimizing the risk of injury. It is essential for residents to understand evacuation procedures and be prepared to leave their homes quickly if necessary. Creating a wildfire action plan is an essential step in preparing for an evacuation. This plan should include knowing evacuation routes, designating a meeting place for family members, and packing an emergency kit with essential supplies such as food, water, medication, and important documents. Staying informed about wildfire activity is also crucial. Residents should sign up for emergency alerts, monitor local news, and pay attention to warnings from fire officials. Knowing when and where a fire is burning can help residents make informed decisions about their safety. When an evacuation order is issued, it is essential to follow the instructions of local authorities promptly. Do not hesitate or try to wait out the fire. Leaving early can save lives and allow firefighters to focus on containing the blaze rather than rescuing residents who have ignored evacuation orders. Preventing the inferno, mitigation and community action. While we cannot completely eliminate the threat of wildfires, we can take steps to reduce their frequency, intensity, and destructive potential. Wildfire mitigation involves a combination of strategies aimed at reducing fuel loads, creating defensible space around structures, and promoting community-wide preparedness. One important mitigation strategy is reducing fuel loads through prescribed burns, thinning, and brush clearance. These practices involve selectively removing vegetation to reduce the amount of flammable material available to burn. While prescribed burns can be controversial, they are a valuable tool for restoring forest health, reducing wildfire risk, and protecting communities. Creating defensible space around homes and businesses is another crucial mitigation measure. This involves clearing vegetation within a certain radius of structures, using fire-resistant building materials, and taking steps to harden homes against ember intrusion. By creating defensible space, homeowners can increase the chances of their homes surviving a wildfire. Community-wide preparedness is also essential for mitigating wildfire risk. This includes educating residents about wildfire safety, promoting the creation of wildfire action plans, and encouraging neighbors to work together to reduce fire hazards in their communities. Preventing wildfires is a shared responsibility. By working together, we can create more resilient communities, protect our natural resources, and minimize the devastating impacts of these all too frequent disasters.